My name's Ricky Jones. I'm an HGV driver for Noble Foods. I'd be on the street if GroceryAid hadn't helped me. Without a word of a lie, I'd be on the street. I was driving along the road in the dark. It was a winter's morning. I could see a set of headlights coming towards me on an east bend through the trees. And the guy came around the corner, completely on my side of the road, T-boned the cab. Then the police arrived. They stuck me in the back of a police car facing the accident. There's no dignity in death, I'm afraid to say, because when they pulled him out of the car, they basically just chucked him on the ground. I've never ever shook so much in my life, you know, and I just couldn't stop it. I was just like, and I started thinking about the guy and whether he had a family, whether he had a partner, whether he had any kids. All my trouble started from there, really. I don't think I'd cried since I was like 13, and I was in floods of tears all the time. All I did for the first 6 weeks was sit in the chair and look out the window. And then you're off work and you're not getting paid. I've got all these bills to pay. I'm a single bloke, I get full custody of my children. It's not very often a guy gets custody of the kids, but I did. You know, and you've got no money to buy anything. I became like a different person. I wasn't sleeping, I was having nightmares, I was grumpy. And I knew there was something wrong, so I had to go and see a psychiatrist. She came back with a diagnosis a month later, a PTSD. And she said, because you've got PTSD and you're a lorry driver, you need to get the proper treatment for PTSD. As that counselling went on, I got worse and worse because everything was coming back to me. Everything that was sort of put to the back of my head was right at the forefront of my mind again. I got to the stage where I was hallucinating. I ended up going back to work and it was really difficult. And I got up for work 1:30 in the morning and I just stood up and I felt all dizzy. And that's the last thing I remember. I woke up in recess and they were cutting my clothes off me. Apparently I'd had full respiratory failure and I was lucky to be alive. Some of the doctors put it down to stress because of the stressful period I'd been through. Mid-April, I got a letter from the NHS basically to say that I was highly vulnerable and had to shield. It was just one thing after another, everything just snowballed and I had no money to do anything. I was absolutely broke. I phoned up Nikki King at HR and it was at that point. She says, I'm a great believer in GroceryAid. I've told you before. I said, but how can you help me? I says, I'm broke. So she says, please do. So I did. I was absolutely flabbergasted with that. Within 10 days, they directly cleared off my rent arrears because my house was about to get repossessed. If I wasn't on antidepressants, I would have started crying again. I was just so relieved. I was like, oh my God. You know, it was a massive weight off my mind and I could look forward to the future. I could see light at the end of the tunnel then. At the inquest, I approached his dad and I just said to him, look mate, I said, I'm so sorry for your loss. And I went to shake his hand and he just put his arms around me and he just started crying. He says, look mate, he said, we do not blame you in any shape or form. I'm in a good place now, a really good place. I never thought I'd ever get here.